Hi guys, I'm Dr. Bilal Shiraz. I'm a dentist and part of the medology team. Over the last 5 years, I've helped 8,500 students get into medical and dental school with the team. And I've had a lot of experience dealing with MMI interviews. And today I want to talk to you about what makes a good impression. Interviews are interesting because you have anywhere between 5 minutes to 10 minutes often with a person, and that is supposed to be enough time for them to judge whether you're going to make a good doctor or dentist. They're testing different things in each station, but there's definitely things that you can implement in those stations when you walk into them to show that you're competent and give that person some conviction that you're one of the better students. And that is what we're going to get into today. So, point number one. The first thing that you need to do is have a strong introduction when you walk into the room. It takes 7 seconds for us to psychologically build some sort of impression of you, and it comes down to a range of factors. Obviously, the way you dress and the way you smell and how punctual you are is important. Things like your haircut are important, but it's also the way you come in and do you ask us a question? Do you introduce yourself by name? Are you smiling when you walk in? Are you engaged and ready to listen to instructions from us? Are you giving off a positive energy? These are the questions to ask yourself. And a practical tip I have for you is record yourself with a friend or parent or whoever simulating an interview station. And I want you to just record the part where you walk into the room and sit down on the chair. What are you like? Are you silent? Do you wait to be asked a question? Are you quite a moody person? Do you seem frantic? Judge these things and try and go for more of a positive and happier aura, because we have a saying that one of our mentors at Medology tells us: states of being give rise to states of being. So if you are in a happy state, then it gives rise to the interviewer being happier as well. So that's one way you can take the psychology to your side, which is just by initiating some conversation and building a bit of a rapport with the interviewer. The second principle we have is fake it till you make it. Now, what does this mean? I would say it comes down to two components. The first one is faking it till you make it at home, which is where in your interview preparation cycle, you'll spend a lot of time analyzing video answers of the way you answer interview questions, and you focus on what things can be done to improve your communication. And these don't have to be things you implement into your life, but you're faking your mannerisms in that 5-minute interview to make yourself look as good as possible. And then on the day, faking it till you're making it is about having that confidence and belief in yourself. It's a mental thing. And if you can feed yourself that narrative that you're good enough to be a dental or medical student, and that keeps ringing in your head, and you have that confidence about you, then we are more likely to trust you as well. Okay? In terms of the things that confidence looks like, body language is a big giveaway. And actually, 93% of communication is your non-verbal communication. So, are you sitting upright and straight? Are you using your hands when you communicate? Are your facial expressions lively? Is your tone, your intonation varied and relevant to the context of what you're speaking about? All of these things are the theoretical examples of what not good non-verbal communication is, but it should be something that comes naturally to you. If you're in an interview and you're thinking to yourself, I need to use my hands, or I need to change my voice to make it intonate a bit more, chances are that's going to come across as an interviewer reading through you and just knowing that you're trying to play the game. Instead, you need to work in your interview prep to authentically express yourself as who you are, and that's all it takes. Be yourself, but be the true best version of yourself and learn to bring those colors out. If you can do that, you will make a good impression. The third advice that we had for you is mirror the interviewer. Now, this is again a psychologically proven thing that makes people trust you a bit more. And what it means is reading the room as soon as you walk into the interview station. Judge the interviewer's vibe, how quiet they are, how loud they are, how conversational they are, what mood they're in, and match their energy. That is useful because it means that you won't overdo it or underdo it with the interviewer. And some of you are going to be naturally more introverted, so you may need to adapt yourself in one way, and for the extroverts, you may need to tone it down in some cases, but again, read the room and adapt. The fourth piece of advice we have for you is avoid awkward silences. If in any interview you reach a point where there's nothing left to say, and so the interviewer stops talking, it's very bad to just leave it there. It's the best thing to do is one of two things. Either carry on with general conversation about yourself or ask the interviewer questions. They're likely to be a member of the medical or dental school or staff at the university, so find out more about them. People love telling their own story, so if you can tap into that, again, it's going to strengthen the bond you build. The second thing is to just go back to your answer and add more points, because chances are you may have finished early because the interviewer thought you haven't got everything, but they're being a bit of a hawk, and rather than prompting you, they're just leaving it there to see what you do. So in that case, I think it's better to fill out the time. And if you are carrying on talking and the interviewer doesn't like it, they'll just tell you to stop. But if they tell you to stop, it also means that you've probably answered everything that you need to, and they probably just need a bit of time to now put the marks in for you in peace. The fifth and final point is to have a general structure to every single question type. If you watch our previous video, we go through every single station that can come up in an interview. Now, what I want you to do is develop a strategy for all of those key question types, so that as soon as you see a station, you know it's an ethics question, or a personal quality question, or a hot topic, or a role play, and you know what mode you're going to go into because you've practiced it so much. And there's certain questions that you can definitely structure. For example, in role plays where you have to break bad news, look into the spikes structure. We explained this on all of our courses for interviews, but that's a method to break bad news that doctors use as well, and it's something that you can implement onto any breaking bad news role play. Second thing is to have your stories ready, guys. Now, your stories are the real life work experience examples and life experiences that you've had on volunteering, jobs, etc., that you can show your own skill set from. So make sure that if you're asked about any time that you've shown a skill or quality, you can tap into that story and reference it, because real life stories give more of an authentic vibe than someone that can just give a general answer. And also, it looks better when you reflect on your experiences rather than just listing off what you've done. So with that, guys, we'll bring the video to an end. Thank you for watching. And remember, if you want to get some personal coaching with our team, the best program is the interview journey, which includes everything you need to get into medical or dental school, and we hope to see you on it. Thanks for watching.